Welcome to this thing called life.
Hey.
Yo.
What is up, Michael Kelly? What's going on?
What's going on, Dave? What is up? It is Sunday. I had my coffee already. I think it's like lunchtime around you right now.
Yeah, I had, you're not going to like this, but I had 3 hot dogs. And on top of the hot dogs, I had some sloppy joes for lunch.
Oh, Jesus.
Fat kid problems. Let me tell you.
They're good going in. They're not so good going out.
Truth. That is a truth.
That's one way to open up a nasty podcast.
Yeah. And now I'm washing it down with some lemon lime Schweppes seltzer.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. So
nice.
Yeah, and it's we actually just got a pretty decent snowstorm overnight. Got like maybe 7-10 inches maybe. And the last I knew it was like icing outside. It was a little sleet, freezing rain, and then I think it turned back to snow. So
that's dangerous, man.
Yeah, bro. Snowed in on the weekend. Can't complain.
Oh, man.
And how's it going down there in El Paso?
El Paso is nice, man. Temperature is real nice. I would say 50 degrees during the day. And it gets down to maybe, 30 degrees at night maybe.
Yeah,
not too bad.
Next week for us, I think it's only supposed to be like a high. I think tomorrow they actually say it's supposed to be a high of like 8 degrees. A high of 8 degrees, bro.
That's rough.
Yeah, so. Anyways.
Oh, my God.
Do we got like any house cleaning to do? Like shit to get off our chests, that kind of stuff? Like, is there anything you want to...
Of course.
I feel like everybody has that, right?
We all have that stuff. No, this week was hard, man. I had a tough week. I had a lot of work this week. Thursday, I did 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Whew.
And then when I got home, I caught up on all my media and my social media stuff, my videos and editing photos and stuff. So I didn't get to bed till about midnight. So 7 a.m. to midnight was basically my whole work day. I didn't even hold my baby once on Thursday. So I'm drained.
Yeah, I saw you had a little bit of you really opened up a can there on some people didn't like a post that you had recently. You want to talk about it?
You know what, man? I know we were going to hit a topic later on today. I think I'm going to slide that one in there.
Okay. All right.
I'll just say real quickly that I feel like sometimes I say things that are truthful, but back to sensitivity, I think people are a little sensitive about true opinions. People get defensive when truth comes out. People get real defensive real quick, and I kind of stirred the pot a little bit.
Yeah, yes, you did. And so, hey, stay tuned, listeners, for that one, because I'm sure that's going to be a fun one to talk about.
Yeah.
But anyways, so what do we got on the menu today? We got some, we got what? We're going to talk about the must-haves in stocks, must-have in stock for all you new dads. A little input from us. What do we got? What else we got for number 2?
Number 2, we get the Spiderman trailer. I just saw that on Facebook the other day. I just saw that trailer, and I'm a little confused with the Marvel Universe right now. We'll discuss that in a moment. Captain Marvel and Spider-Man trailer, I'll talk on those things in a little bit. And the Marvel Universe is just, they're fucking with me in this timeline. It's pissing me off. So I'll get that off my chest too.
That is a big craziness, I guess. It's a big ball of mess, that MC universe. And then last but not least, we're going to end the show with a little bit of old versus new for our nostalgia section.
Yes.
So,
and you know what? Before we go there,
yes.
It is time for a shitty dad joke. Are you ready? Here we go. Are you ready? Get yourself ready, everyone. Here we go.
Go for it.
Would you like to hear a joke about construction? Because I'm still working on it.
That's a good one. I'm expecting to hear it next time, though. Okay, you don't know. I'm expecting to hear that joke next time if you're still working on it. That was probably the worst one yet.
Yeah, that was a union joke. Actually, it's like if the dad was in the union and he
Yeah.
made a joke. That's
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah. I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah.
Anyways. So, dad jokes gonna lead into must have for all you new fathers, all your new dads. If you're a new dad, hey, congratulations. You did well. Good on you.
You worked hard
You worked hard.
at being a new father.
So I think there's like, for me, there should be 3 things must have. And I'm not talking about your wipes, your diapers, the obvious stuff. Okay.
Those are standard.
Yeah, exactly. Standards. Right. Yeah, I'm not going to talk furniture. I'm talking about the little stuff you don't realize you need to have until that time comes around, I feel like, and you're like, crap, I wish I had this, and then you got to run out to the store at 4 a.m. like I did the other day and had to go to Walmart at 4 a.m. to go buy something for my kid. All right. And that's going to lead me to my number one. I shouldn't say my number one, but first thing you should have is infant Tylenol.
Yes.
All right. Because my wife and I didn't have any in stock. My kid just had his 4-month checkup, had his round of shots, and one of the side effects, which the doctor told us, was high fever. And sure enough, the kid developed the fever, and he developed the fever overnight. And we didn't have any of that infant Tylenol with the syringe and all that. And I was like, oh my, it's like 4 a.m. My wife's like, he's got like 101 fever, and had to. So I Googled, I see off any of the pharmacies like CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid, if any of those were 24 hours. One says it is. I said, sweet. Drove over on the other side of town. Needless to say, the hours on the Google lied. And they weren't open 24 hours. I was like, crap. Now I got to drive all the way to the other side, back to the other side of town where Walmart is. Had to go to Walmart to pick up some Tylenol for the little one at 4 a.m. So that was fun. Okay. That was a long morning, so to say. That was yesterday morning. Yeah, Saturday morning. So, number one, children's Tylenol. Stock it up because now, let me tell you, I'm never going to run out of it. It's always going to be in stock. 2 for me, butt paste. Bro, you need to have some butt paste. And I didn't know this stuff existed until I had a kid. I was like,
Is it called butt paste?
It's
what is
literally
it
called butt paste.
Butt paste.
BUTT paste.
We have it. I know we've used it on the first one. The second one, I don't know if I've used it yet, but I'm sure we will.
Yeah, I don't know. My kid, I don't know just what my wife eats or something. The kid has some nasty poops, let me tell you. So must have. And we started running out, and we were like, crap. And so my wife bought it. It's like, bro, it's like a tub. It's like a tub of butt paste. So you know what I mean? Like a tub. It's like Vaseline type size tub of butt paste. And
because the butt gets rashy.
Yeah, exactly. Butt gets rashy, and if you don't hear him poop and you don't smell it, who knows how long he's sitting in it for, right?
Yeah, and you know what? I don't know if it's okay. We could probably use butt paste too, bro.
Right?
I've had chafe. I've had my butt cheeks chafe.
Yeah.
When I got into cardio, when I was doing a lot of cardio, my butt cheeks would start chafing.
Yeah. I mean,
it's
they
good to have in general.
They have this. There's this company that's make this cream. When you put it on, it's a cream, and it turns into a powder. It's called Fresh Balls.
Whoa!
It's called Fresh Balls. I shit you not. It's called Fresh Balls.
I just use CBD oil on my balls. That's what I use.
That works.
I rub
too.
CBD oil all over them. It's a funky smell, but I like it.
TMI.
My balls are lit, son.
And another must. The third one's hard for me to think of.
Yeah.
I mean, those 2 I feel like are definites.
I'll give you a third one. Are you ready? This is a third one.
Hit me.
Because some
Let me
people
know.
think they can skimp out on certain things. Here's
Sure.
a third one. A baby carrier. I'm talking about the one you put on your body. You strap in a belt around you. My daughter loves being in that thing. My daughter's 3 months. I'm playing Red Dead Redemption, bro, and I have her facing the TV, and we're just gaming, and she's just loving it. She's chilling. She's watching the screen. She feels the little clicks in the controller. She's
Little
just like,
vibrations.
she's
Yeah.
engaged in it. Bro, she's falling asleep while I'm playing Red Dead 2. Like, I'm just gaming and she just knocks out, and I love it. I think it's great. And you know what? It's better than a stroller because in a stroller, they can feel comfortable about the angle.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a number of things. But when they're closer to your body, they're always more comfortable when they're newborns. Like,
So
newborns love to be close to the body.
so here's the funny thing about that, right? My kid hates it.
What?
Cause we have one. We have one, and he's 4 months, still hates it. Like, and
That's
we
crazy.
tried the different positions. We tried the facing out. We tried facing in, and like, yeah, for some reason, I don't know why. I don't know why. I have no
That's
idea.
crazy.
I know. And like, I
For
tried
mine,
it with
works
him.
good. I don't know.
Well, yeah, maybe. I mean, every kid's
It's
different,
been
I guess.
it's
But
been a lifesaver for me. Like,
there
it's
you
been a
go.
lifesaver when she's really cranky.
Okay. So she likes that when she's cranky.
Yeah, like there's no other way of settling her. That's the way to settle her.
Mm.
I feel like she wants to be upright and see what's going on. So
Mhm.
like that's why I think but I don't know. If for like my son, it didn't work as much, but with my daughter, it's amazing. Like I like to have one on handy anyway because not just because it helps them calm down if it works for your kid, but the most important part is if you're trying to get them milk, if you're trying to cook, if you're trying to use your hands, it allows your hands to be free.
Mm-hmm.
When I was a new dad, I wanted to get a lot of shit done, but it was like I couldn't because I was holding a baby. And you got one hand holding the baby, which is horrible posture for your back. The other hand reaching out, almost dropping the fucking baby, and you're trying to multitask with one hand, and then I think it's more fun. Strap it on. That sounds bad. Strap it on.
Yeah.
Put the baby in there and do your shit. Like
Hi, dude.
to me, it's I don't know. It's easy.
All right. What else you got? You got another one? I guess I only have two.
Well, that's I think that's you cover the first two ones. I agree 100. Tylenol's crucial. Crucial.
Yeah,
You need the Tylenol because when they get
we learned that
ape
one the hard
shit, there's
way.
no other way to calm down.
Yeah, exactly. We learned that one the hard way. That's for sure.
They go ape shit and their temperature is 101, 102,
Oh.
and you're sitting there as a new parent freaking out like, is my kid gonna die?
Yeah.
No, your kid's not gonna die. He just needs Tylenol. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine. You just need Tylenol, you dumbass new parent. Oh shit, I didn't know that. Just get Tylenol, get the butt paste.
Yeah. I mean, I guess number 3, right? Because obviously babies are their immune systems aren't worked up like ours are yet, and they could develop colds. So
Yes.
and stuffy noses and
Mhm.
and all that. And you know what we had to buy?
Ooh.
You know what we had to buy? One of the siphon tubes.
I was gonna mention that.
Yeah.
If your kid is born in a cold month, get a siphon tube. And this thing you put in your mouth and you suck the
suck
boogers out of the
and
baby's
snot,
nose hole.
right? Yeah.
It's weird at first, but there's
is.
something oddly satisfying about doing it to your kid. I don't know why.
Because you're helping them. And that's the only thing you can do because your boobs are useless, obviously, because you're not lactating like a mother is.
Because you're a dude.
So you're like, I got this. I can do this.
And it sounds like this. It's like, and the kid's like,
I I wanted Danielle to try it on me just to see what it feels like. Does it make your throat itch? It's gotta create some something got to go on there.
the kids are so little, you're wondering if it just like tickles their throat as it comes back out.
I wonder what it feels like. I'm curious. I don't know.
Probably breathe hella good afterwards. Like,
Right?
"Damn, this is great.
You could do this more often.
Yeah, that's dope.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, adults have their own. I think they make little machines that
Yeah,
that
probably.
do that for adults. But
Right. And we're not obviously like Mike said, it's the one you put in your mouth, not like the little booger sucker or handheld ones that you squeeze and release and it sucks it out.
those are not as good. That's amateur hour.
Yeah, I'm
That's
talking about
amateur
the
hour.
sucking it in.
You get the tube, bro. Get the tube. Be a
That's it.
pro.
That's it. So
Yeah. Anyways,
I
think those were good. Those are solid.
Yeah, those are some must-haves. But hey, if you listeners have any must-haves that me and Mike should be aware of, hit us up on Instagram. Leave us a comment. Hit us up on Twitter. Tweet at us. Hit us up on the Facebook page. Let us know what you think is a must-have for all the dads out there, because we would love to hear. Because we're curious and we may even try it.
We're open-minded individuals.
So yes, if you haven't learned that by episode 5 yet, then are you even listening?
Yes. Agreed.
All right,
All right. What do we
that's enough dad talk for now.
Yeah, let's move on to I'm pissed off, man. Pissed off.
Tell me
We didn't
why.
talk about this or review this at all, but like I'm pissed off Spider-Man trailer.
Okay. I may have an
Why do
idea
you think I'm
why.
pissed off, bro?
I may have
Why?
an idea why.
Tell me. We didn't talk about this, but
No.
I'm a little pissed.
Is it because it does not take place in New York City?
That's partially why.
Okay, I mean, like that kind of got me at first too, and I was like, wait a second, this is gonna be filmed in Europe. Like I was like, ooh, this is gonna take that's not Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Like
I
you
know.
know, that's not
even.
that's not the root of Spider-Man. Like where it is in New York City, obviously.
Now we have a lot to discuss here, probably more than people think. Is the thing about Spider-Man? I mean, he's my favorite, right? I'm very passionate about Spider-Man.
Absolutely, me too.
I grew up with the '90s Spider-Man cartoon. I grew up loving John Romita Jr. Illustrations of Spider-Man in the 95, 96
And-
comic books,
and
Spider-Man comic books, and so I'm a huge fan of that.
yeah, and I also grew up with Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, Toby. We had Toby. I think Toby was the first
He was the first.
Spidey.
Yeah.
And man, I just like seeing. I see what Marvel's doing is they're doing this. They're doing what they're doing with comic books. They're creating different. For those of you out there who don't know about comic books, I'll just give you a quick background of like what happens in the comic book land. Is that in comic book land you have multiple storylines that have nothing to do with each other. So you could have the Amazing Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man in your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man comic book storylines separate, going on at the same time. So essentially, when you watch a Spider-Man movie, they're taking bits and pieces from all of them up until now. This Spider-Man that we see with this young Holland kid, this is a very specific Spider-Man they're going to pick. They've only taken a couple comic books that I know of storylines and put them into the Marvel Universe. Now, the Spider-Man of old, Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, these storylines were much different and had their own universe, where the last Amazing Spider-Man movie, the number 1, number 2, they're going to have Sinister Six. They're going to have their own little universe. Everything was going to be hunky-dory. And then they dropped this shit on us, which I love the new Spider-Man movie. But the second one, the trailer, is confusing me a little bit because now I feel like they're using this kid just for the Civil War, Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy universe. And after this is all over, it won't make sense for Tom Holland to have his own universe back, like Andrew Garfield was going to have. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
So
that does.
So
make
I'm looking
sense.
at this as a whole, and I'm just a little confused.
That does make sense, actually. And don't get me wrong,
So-
Tom Holland plays a great Spider-Man. Like,
Might be the best.
yeah, the kid is very talented. The dude is very,
incredible.
very talented. Yeah, that's a good thought. I didn't think about that.
Well, let's take it a step further. I have a lot to say on this. I'm sorry if I might be long-winded here, but I'm a little pissed about this. So here's the next thing, bro. Here's the next thing. The trailer takes place after Endgame.
Right. That's what I heard. The placement of it in the MC universe. Yep. That's what I heard about it too.
You see my face? I know you guys can't see me on this podcast, but you see my face?
Yeah, I do. It's like, how can it take place after Endgame?
Bro, if I'm having a party and I want to invite all my homies to my party, am I going to tell you guys that I'm having a party and start advertising it 4 months before my birthday? No. The hype would die down. No one give a fuck, right? Why are you putting a Spider-Man trailer out? And Endgame hasn't even come out yet.
Yeah.
The timeline is not right.
No. It's
Now we know he's alive. Spider-Man lives, and then he goes to Europe to have an artsy-fartsy Spider-Man 2 film. That's what I feel like is going to happen. That's what I feel like.
like, why is
That's
he
how I feel.
like why is he always on a field trip with these kids?
This is the second field trip, man.
And why does something always bad have to happen when he's on these field trips?
And it's always Samuel Jackson fucking with him.
Also known
There's
as Guy
always some
Fieri.
older cat just There's always some old
Or, I
dude
mean,
like,
Nick
you know
Fury.
what,
I said Guy Fury. Sorry, Nick Fury.
Nick Fury. Yeah,
Guy Fury.
Why is Nick Fury is just like, I don't know. I have issues with that. The Captain Marvel trailer looks good. I have hope in that.
Hmm.
I heard something about um, time travel, which is gonna be dope because that's what they need to
Yes.
go get the gauntlet back.
I think
Um,
she's gonna have a big role in the next Avengers
yes,
Endgame movie.
absolutely.
But real quick before we go further on Captain Marvel, what do you think about Jake Gyllenhaal's character Mysterio in the
I think
Spider-Man?
Jake Gyllenhaal's an amazing actor. I think that Jake Gyllenhaal is going to do a good job playing Mysterio. I I don't think that Jake Gyllenhaal will get some kind of huge
Yeah,
standing ovation
right,
from his peers or anything for this,
right.
but I think he'll do a good job.
You know what's weird about this too, right? Is did you notice the signs that was going on when like he was like doing like the magic thing? It almost looked like some Doctor Strange type magic stuff. They got like little triangles and little symbols and stuff like that. Like when he was like doing his thing.
Hmm.
So I think that's
It makes
interesting.
sense.
So it's gonna play a role, I think, in with Doctor Strange somehow. Like if he was a student at the same place, maybe where Doctor Strange was, and he learned to do that.
Hmm.
I don't know. This is a little interesting, little cliffhanger.
I'm just wondering where they're going to go with Spider-Man because Tom Holland is like 20 in real life, and then you got Captain America and Iron Man in real life. These guys are 40 and 50 years old.
No, and
They're getting to retire.
yeah, and I think their contracts actually run out.
Yeah.
Like I
So
think after this, I think it was right after the Avengers movie, the new Avengers Endgame. I think what's his, oh god, Chris Evans.
Chris Evans.
Yeah, I think Chris Evans' contract's done with now. So who knows? Maybe this will be the actual end because as far as we know, there are some characters that are not dead, and I don't think any of them are honestly, except
I-
for Gamora. I think she's gone.
What about Loki? I think Loki's gone too.
No, dude, I think Loki has a huge part to play in this.
You think so?
Yeah, I think Loki wasn't really there in the
To begin
beginning
with?
of the Avengers movie. Yes, I think it was all like mind games with that, and I don't think that was really him.
So because Loki's always
I
been that guy to keep one in his pocket. You know what I
mm-hmm,
mean? So
mm-hmm. I
that would
think
make sense.
I think he's still around.
And I think Ant-Man actually goes and steals the gauntlet. That's my call. I'm calling that right now.
And, you think he shrinks up, goes inside, and just like pops the thing out, bro? Yeah.
I literally think Ant-Man goes, steals it, and doesn't know what the fuck to do with it because it's a hot item. So in the trailer, when you see him show up and he's in that CCTV monitor and he's like
Yeah.
waving, I think he's shown up in a van with a gauntlet. I think he's got the gauntlet, and I think he's like he
Stop.
probably shrunk the gauntlet
Stop.
and then
Yeah,
brought it back.
no.
That'd
Yeah,
be crazy, right?
yeah, that would be nuts. Yeah, dude, I love the Avenger stuff, but like you said, the MC universe timeline is so fucked up. Anyways,
But yeah, I guess my whole perspective is, what are you gonna do with my boy Spider-Man when all these old cats retire,
right,
and Spider-Man is from the old universe where these old cats retired, and now what are you gonna do? Get replacements that look like Robert Downey Jr. and Captain
dude, I
America?
know,
What
right? Like they
happens?
can't. Like that would be so like, unless they played something where like, uh, Robert Downey Jr. God damn it, why can I remember his name right now? Tony Stark, right? So let's say Tony Stark and his blonde lady friend, who I can't remember her name off the top of my head. Let's say
Pepper Potts.
yes, let's say they had a kid. All right,
Okay,
that could be the only way I could see the Stark thing go on, is if he had a son.
a young Iron Man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like someone to follow in his father's footsteps. That's the only way I could see it go on. Like they can't bring in a replacement and say, "Oh, I'm the new Iron Man," unless they're gonna give it to um, God, I can't remember any of the people's names right now for some reason. Uh,
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but I think the thing is that I think there's characters in the Marvel universe that I think they want to bring out, and I think they want to use Spider-Man's coattails to ride those guys in, like young Nova, young Iron Fist. Like there's certain Marvel characters you could usher in right now in the next couple of years and still have people's attention and go, oh yeah, I've heard of Iron Fist because of the TV series on Netflix. Like,
right.
and then but the thing is like those Netflix shows actually reference events that have happened in the Marvel Universe
Yeah.
cinema. So
Hmm.
I don't know.
I know. That's a complicated one though,
Yeah, very. I'm very confused.
but it's fun. Anyways, let's talk about Captain Marvel real quick. Uh, it looks exciting. Looks like a fun movie. She's smoking hot. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with that. They obviously picked a great looking actress to play that role, and
She looks like she can actually swing a punch. Like she looks like she can actually
yeah,
like fight.
yeah, right. And sorry, yeah, yeah, no, she definitely does look like that. Same thing like how Tom Holland is too. Like he does a lot of his own stunts, and like he did, and like he was a gymnast, I think, and a dancer or something originally. So like he could do all those flips and all that stuff. I mean, she probably is. She like you said, she does look like that. But yeah, no. Like all I heard was that she had a big role to play in the Avengers Endgame, and they're actually releasing the Captain Marvel movie a few weeks, or a few weeks, a few months. I think they're releasing it a few months before the Avengers Endgame, so that should be coming out soon. I'm not sure what the release date is on that, but that should be coming out soon. So it's going to be that movie, and when does the Spider-Man come out?
I don't know, but I heard Spider-Man is owned by Sony still, right?
It is.
So
It
I'm
is.
wondering
It's
if
Sony
they
and it's
released the
Marvel.
yeah. So I'm wondering if Sony released the trailer, not per se Marvel, not
Hmm.
Disney. It's
Hmm.
like they don't need permission to release the trailer. They can release it how they want. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I'm wondering if Sony was like, "Yeah, we're gonna release the trailer and we're gonna start pushing it now, even though Endgame's not over with."
Yeah.
Hmm.
That
You see what I'm
is.
saying?
Yeah. I see exactly what you're saying. I see exactly what you're saying, and that's. I mean, I guess it's possible, right? Sony say, I could do whatever the heck I want, right?
Absolutely, it's their character, and they have the rights to him.
Well, what it is actually, what I'm actually seeing here is the Avengers Endgame. Excuse me. Let's take it back. The Spider-Man Home Away from Home. That comes out July 5th of this year, 2019. Okay, and the Avengers Endgame comes out actually before Spider-Man. Comes
Right, of
out
course, yes.
April 26th.
Which is fine, but I
Right.
just don't know.
And then Captain Marvel comes out March 8th of 2019. So it's going to be Captain Marvel, Avengers Endgame, and then Spider-Man. So,
Spider-Man.
right. So I know in the MC universe, it's supposed to happen after, and I guess it is going to happen after in real life to us as well. So is that going to
Right, they're
make
following. Yeah,
is that going to make total sense? Because basically, what happens in Spider-Man Home Away from Home, everything that happened in Avengers Endgame with Spider-Man should be a thing of the past to him, technically,
correct.
right? You see
Yeah,
what
yeah.
you see what I'm saying? I'm,
That's
I'm
my
not trying to make it confusing, but
no. That's my point. Is like, why would you release a trailer about something that we don't know is even going to happen yet? But now that we know it's going to happen, now we know Endgame's kind of bullshit if you're a Spider-Man
yeah,
fan
right.
because now you're going, well, he survives. Who fucking cares?
Exactly. Okay, okay. I see the way you're looking at that. I see the way you were looking at that now. So yeah,
Some makes you
that's
think no one's dead, no one's at jeopardy, no one's in real jeopardy right now.
no.
Thanos is up there probably whacking himself off with a gauntlet, and
And I think what's his name? I think Vision's dead. I think he's done. Dude, he ripped the stone right out of his forehead.
yeah,
Yeah, like I don't think there's a way to do that to make him come alive unless they get possession of the time stone. I believe I'm not sure if that's the correct term for it, but the one where they can literally reverse time, go back and rewind and
yeah,
everything
that's
like
probably
that.
what they're. Everyone's gonna come back alive. Gamora's gonna be
You
alive.
you
Everything's gonna be
you think
hunky
so? I
dory. No
think she's
one's
dead.
dead.
I think Gamora's dead.
This is such a PG. It's such a PG. It's a PG-13 like series, but it's a PG series, bro. No one's dying. Red Skull's still alive. They're gonna bring back
It's a
what's his name? Uh, shit, Guardians of the Galaxy. Ronan. They're gonna bring back Ronan. Ronan's coming back. Red Skull's coming back. All these dudes are going to come back, and they're going to have this ultimate endgame war. It's going to be an all-out blitz. These dudes are just going to be fighting each other like the original Avengers movie where they're fighting in New York, where they're going to be fighting in space or some shit. It's going to be like an epic, visual, stunning,
Oh yeah.
like Twilight when they lined up in the field, which no one does that in real life anymore, but they line up in the field and they face off each other like it's a Civil War times, like, and then Hulk's going to show up and just fuck shit up.
Yeah.
Do you know there's a theory that Hulk wasn't even really Hulk, that he was actually a Skrull during the Ragnarok movie? There's a theory out there,
Really?
a fan theory that he was actually an undercover Skrull.
What?
Like that's why he wasn't David Banner until later.
Interesting. Interesting thought.
I don't know.
Interesting.
I don't know.
But anyways. So yeah,
You can go all day in the Marvel universe.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, you could go forever on that. A lot of fun Marvel movies coming out this year. So, and speaking of movies, like give me your top 2 favorite Marvel movies.
Oh Jesus! I didn't know we were gonna go here today.
Besides Deadpool.
So you want? Oh, talking about Deadpool. Do you know there's also rumors that Wolverine will be making an appearance in Endgame?
That's what I heard too. I did see that.
And I was thinking, if Wolverine's going to be there, you know who else will be there?
You know who else is going to be there? Exactly.
Mm-hmm. And you know that it's actually feasible to link these two universes together through time machine.
It is feasible to
Cable
keep.
has.
Oh, all right. I see where you're going with this.
Teenage Negasonic fixed the time machine at the end of Deadpool 2.
Interesting.
So technically, Deadpool went and killed baby Hitler. And when he killed baby Hitler, Red Skull took over.
Wow.
That's my theory. I don't know.
Interesting.
So you kill Hitler, then Red Skull appears.
Yeah.
And then fucks up Captain America's life. And then here we have these other two universes on the side.
Like, can you imagine if they merged them together?
The thing is like, as soon as Ryan Reynolds made Deadpool 1 and he broke the fourth wall in the first movie, he showed everyone in cinema history that you can bring anything together because there's no rules.
Right.
Like DC Marvel movies will probably eventually happen.
Oh, yeah.
Like Batman versus Captain America.
Right.
Or Joker versus, one of the good guys from the Marvel universe. Like, it could happen now.
Loki.
Oh, those two together would be nonsense.
Right, dude. That would be a fun movie.
It'd be the trickiest,
weirdest
movie.
So give me your favorite. Your two favorite.
But I can't go like Fox Marvel. It has to be like Disney Marvel.
Yeah, the Marvel movies. The movies.
The MCU universe, not like the Deadpool Fox X-Men universe.
Right.
Huh.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, go for it.
So I'm a huge fan of the Guardian of the Galaxy movies. I love the Guardians of the Galaxy. It's just hilarious. They did such a great job with that. I like the first one better than the second one of the Guardians. I definitely like the first one better. And then I would say the most recent Avengers movie was probably my favorite. Just seeing everybody together. Just seeing everybody. You see everybody. Like all together. So that's going to make this next one probably top that because next you're going to have more. You're going to have Ant-Man in it. You know what I mean? You're going to get to see Ant-Man in it. Ant-Man wasn't really in the first one at all. And so it's going to be fun to introduce more characters and stuff like that. But those are like my two favorite.
Yeah, that's hard. It's super hard. I'm definitely putting Guardian of the Galaxy in my top 2 for sure.
Yeah.
The soundtrack was fire. The actors were on point.
Yes, it was.
I mean, think about it. I knew nothing about the Guardians of the Galaxy. And in walks the Guardians of the Galaxy, and these actors are perfect for these roles. Like, these are people who weren't super known in Hollywood, but they had, roles in films and,
Chris Pratt
Parks and Rec.
killed it,
Chris Pratt, Parks and Rec, and Bradley Cooper, who didn't even show his face in the movie. He's just a raccoon voice. God. And literally it was a perfect ensemble of characters. Batista playing, Drax is like amazing. And the soundtrack was just ooga chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga. I mean, it's everything is fire. The jokes, the action, I'm in love with that movie. And then Kurt Russell comes out in part 2 and he kills it. Oh man, even part 2 is good, bro.
It is.
Um,
It is good.
I like the Avenger films, but I don't know if the replay value on those was high. I consider a great movie a movie that you want to replay over and over again.
Right.
I would probably have to go with Guardians of the Galaxy and Thor Ragnarok because it's hilarious, action packed, and the ending of Thor Ragnarok was sick.
Yeah.
It was sick.
Yeah, that was a good one too.
Thor Ragnarok was where he comes out and he loses his eye, right? And he's like, and that one song comes on.
Yeah.
I love that. And he comes out and there's like lightning everywhere and he's just whooping ass. I love that ending. That was like, I watched that movie and I got fired up. I was like, dude, this movie's funny. It's motivating. It's dope. And then finally Chris Hemsworth has come into his own. Like, Chris Hemsworth was like a pretty shitty actor for a while.
Right.
And now he's like, hey, dude, I'll watch your movies now, bro. Like, he's coming to his own, you know?
Totally. So, like we said, we could go on forever about the MC universe, but we don't have that much time left. So let's move on to, last but not least, we're talking the old versus the new. Nostalgia.
Yes. All right, let's talk about something because I was thinking about this the other day. And you're a skater too. You used to be a skateboarder like me.
Mm-hmm.
Man, the late '90s, early 2000s, poofy tongue, non-vulcanized rubber soles. I miss that a little bit, man. Do you ever think about that? And like, even though like they're not per se fashionably like appropriate right now, they are kind of making a comeback though.
They are, yeah. You know what's funny about this? That you bring this up. I was in Lowe's yesterday picking up some pellets for the pellet stove because, like I said, it's supposed to be like a high of 8 degrees tomorrow. So I want to make sure this place is gonna be nice and toasty and warmed up. So I was in Lowe's. I saw this dude, bro, wearing elephant pants. I have not seen the elephant pants in a very, very long time. I'm talking, it was probably about a good foot wide, bro. Like, it was like, woo!
Nah, man.
I try not to stare because I was like, I lived in this era. You know what I mean? Like, I try not to stare at him, but I was like, damn, I can't believe this dude's wearing this. Making a comeback.
Was he wearing a choker too, or
I don't know. Maybe he had a couple wristbands on, spikes. I don't know.
I remember you used to dye your hair. You had spiked hair. You had all that. I remember back in like the early 2000s, it was cool to like spike your hair up and gel it up and make it look sharp. And
bro, I would fall asleep like that. I'd still wake up. The hair would be perfect.
I know. We were using like industrial glue on our hair.
Dude, it was totally.
We should be bald right now, but we're not. It's amazing.
How many times I've dyed my hair in the past? You're right. I should probably be bald.
It's crazy.
Or bleached it or something, you know?
So what are some styles that are old school that you hope would be kind of revamped and brought new? I think those shoes would be cool. Maybe not as puffy. Let's bring down the puff a little bit. But let's bring back
like the old silhouette. Osiris. The Osiris always had their big puffy
D3s.
shoes. Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Mm-hmm. I remember the Adidas shell toes. They're still popping now. The shell toes are still good.
Yeah.
I never really rocked Vans in the early 2000s because they fell kind of to the wayside when those new school shoes came out.
Those were like part of like the punk scene. You know, like a lot of the punk rock kids wore those skinny Converse Vans.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I remember more Converse than Vans growing up. I remember a lot of.
Oh yeah.
I remember the first time I saw a man wear women's jeans.
I can't say I remember the first time, but I know it happens a lot more often now.
No, I remember I was in 8th grade and I was in a private school. I think you know Good Shepherd, right, in Kingston, New York.
Yeah.
And I come out the door and I'm going to the bus or the car or whatever. And one of my classmates, her older brother, was in a band, a punk band. I think they're called like McFly or some shit. I don't even remember. It was like a 3-piece. Everyone had a 3-piece band back then.
Yeah, that was a thing.
MXPX, you know.
Yeah.
And in walks this dude, and he's wearing skinny ass fucking jeans with Converse, and I'm looking at him, tight ass t-shirt on. He had the cool punk hair and kind of emo punk, you know. Mm-hmm. And I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" And I was in 8th grade, and I just thought, as weird as that is, somehow deep down in my mind. Like it. I don't know why. I made fun of it for many years after that, but eventually, guess what happened? Everyone started dressing like
Everyone
that.
started wearing skinny jeans.
Now we got fucking Lil Wayne and Kanye wearing nut hugging jeans. Now it's crazy how this shit works.
Nut huggers. Let's call them that.
I like skinny jeans, but I don't wear them anymore. I have to wear slim jeans now. I don't wear skinnies because my
There
legs
you
are too
go.
big.
Right, exactly. Slim. The slim fitting jeans,
Yeah,
yes.
they taper the ankle. You
Yep.
know, it's nice,
Yep.
but they're not too tight. I don't. You don't need to see my leg muscles or my dick shaft, my shaft silhouette.
I hear you.
It's unnecessary. But that's some old school shit that I really liked. I also liked. I still wear baggy ass Jordan shorts because they're comfy.
Oh, yeah.
Still rock those.
Comfort over everything.
Mm-hmm. And one other old versus new. I guess. I mean, we talked about music before, and music's easy. We could talk about music all day, old and versus new. But you know what I will say about music is that I noticed a trend in psychedelic rock. I don't know if you've seen this, but a lot of younger generations are starting to listen to psychedelic rock like Jimi Hendrix,
Yeah.
The Doors. They're starting to get interested in that. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the vibes it gives off or what, but like I do notice that big time.
Yeah, and it feels like that style of music is coming back around again, too. You know, like everything's making a full circle. I mean, obviously vinyls are becoming a collected thing now, and bands are making vinyls again. And you know, I'd give it maybe 20 years from now. I bet you bands will be making CDs again.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Hell
and then
yeah.
CDs will be another thing.
So it's
I don't
funny
know.
that you mentioned that. So I get home from work yesterday, and my wife has. I know you used to have these big old cases of CDs
Yeah,
that you put in your car.
yeah,
Remember?
yeah, like
You drive around in
a
your
book.
neon, and you have a
Yes,
case of.
yeah, a CD
Yeah,
booklet. Yeah.
yeah. I had like two big old chunky ones, and I get home and they're sitting there. She's like, "My God, we have a lot of good music in here." So I started, go, and I'm like, "What? I have good shit in here."
Oh yeah.
I got the original Gym Class Heroes CD. I've got the original Cypress Hill. I got some Cypress Hill. I got some Silverstein
Mm-hmm.
first album.
Mm.
I got some good shit in there, man. I was like
When
really shocked.
when easily is broken. When broken is
When
easily
broken is
fixed.
easily fixed. Yeah,
Yeah.
crazy, crazy, crazy stuff in there, man.
We should totally do that. We should have an episode where we just go through our CD booklets.
By the way,
Because
I was
mine's
going to
somewhere.
ask you because you're a huge Linkin Park fan, right?
Yeah, somewhat.
Well, you used to be, right?
Okay, yeah.
When Chester died, how'd you take that?
Oh, dude, that sucked.
I
Like,
know you loved him. Like I remember.
oh yeah, and no, it was it it's like that that whole scenario and what happened to him. That's a topic I'm sure I could talk forever on. But about the whole suicide thing and all that, and depression and whatever else, all that stuff that goes along with that. But no, dude, like it's gonna be one of those things where I'm gonna remember where I was when I heard it, when I heard that he was dead. I had a friend. I was out delivering down in Walk Hill, New York. I was out delivering packages, and my buddy texted me. He was like, Chester from Linkin Park killed himself. And I was like, what? And I was just like, no way. Like, I pulled the truck over. I was texting him. I was like, dude, like, no way. And then I got on Google. I searched. I was like, holy shit. Like, he really did. And, yeah, dude, it sucked because, like, I'm sure you've seen the video of him with his family, like, the night before he killed himself. He was smiling, having a good time, laughing, and it shows that, like, is this what depression looks like? You know what I mean? Like, this is like, people think like this dude's happy, he's laughing, he's having a good time, everything's good, but really he's been battling his demons like his whole life. And
Oh, yeah.
and it's crazy because when you think, like, when you hear the songs and you hear all of the songs that he wrote, they always had something to do with that. They like a lot of their songs always had something to do with him battling his demons or death or killing himself or, like, just so many things like that. And yeah, it sucked because growing up, like when I was listening to them, I was like, dude, like this dude's scream is sick. Like he can scream like it's no one's business. He's so talented. Like I was like, I want to scream like him, dude. I watched the Live in Texas DVD that Linkin Park put out, and like I would watch it on repeat, and I would like scream every song. You know what I mean? And I would just like, and I would just do like Chester's parts and just like scream, and like he was a big influence on me when it came to the screaming vocals and all that. So it sucked. It sucked for sure. So
Yeah, man, because Linkin Park's one of those bands that I think did really usher in old music into new music. They kind of took rock and they flipped it on its head a little bit, and like even the album they did with Jay-Z, they ushered in that kind of new school wave
right,
of like, hey, like there's no box here. We can
yeah,
do what we want with music, and
yeah.
a lot of groups can't do that. They couldn't do that
No, they were definitely one of the first to combine rap and
successfully.
yeah, exactly,
I'll say
rap and rock successfully. And
people have tried before, and we're not going to mention any names, but Limp Bizkit,
yeah. What do you mean? I
I
like
did
Limp
it all for the Nicky.
Bizkit. uh, it's just one of those days. Anyways, I listen to him. I don't know. You know, whenever you're pissed off, you need some music to listen to. I listen to Limp Bizkit. I don't know.
I just feel like if I was a UFC fighter, I would listen to Limp Bizkit.
Dude, right?
You know, like
To get yourself
there's
amped
just
up.
certain music, you know,
Yeah,
like Godsmack. You know, it's like let's get in the octagon, bro. Fuck.
Right. So, anyways, yeah, no, it's the old's definitely coming around again. That's for sure. Going back to the
It makes you feel good in some
nostalgia.
ways, though, doesn't it?
It does. It does. And like
It's like
chokers have been coming back around again. I noticed. Like you mentioned them earlier. Like you're like, was he wearing a choker? Like that's coming back around, dude. It's
overalls are coming back.
yeah. Overalls have been a fashion thing
Jumpsuits
now.
are coming back.
Yeah. Soon
Band t-shirts.
Yeah, soon we're gonna have those MC Hammer pants again. I think could be kids wearing those.
Hey, do you have any old band tees lying around?
Old? Oh boy,
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, do you have any from the early 2000s? Any old band tees?
no, because they don't fit me
Yeah,
anymore.
dude, I have some. I have a gym class hero shirt from like 2000 whenever,
Oh jeez.
and bro, it's still intact, and it's one of my favorite shirts. I don't wear it much, but I still have it, bro. I still have it. My wife has a bunch of old band tees, like
That's
Under
crazy.
Oath, Kill Switch, Engage, you know, Emery.
Yeah,
They're old guys now.
yeah,
But yeah, we have old band shirts laying around
that's funny.
because they're making a comeback too, bro. If you have like some old vintage tees, people will pay a
Yeah,
lot for those now.
I don't know. I wish I did. I had a Hawthorne Heights shirt that said "Ohio is for lovers" on it, and the whole band. And I had it signed by the whole band. And
I remember that shirt.
yeah, I don't know what happened to it, but
Garage sale.
probably.
Honestly, I
So,
got rid of a lot of mine. I think I
yeah.
gave them to my mom or something. I should
yeah,
have
I
never given to thrift
definitely,
stores, man.
I definitely got rid of them all because I just didn't fit me anymore.
Yeah,
But
those are
anyways.
things I wish we knew. But
Yeah.
yeah,
So
that's it, guys. That's all we have. That's it. That's a wrap. That's a wrap. We will have a special guest soon, so make sure you stay tuned for our next episode. We're trying to get a couple lineups of different people from different industries, different career paths, and make it really interesting for you all. And again, hit us up on Twitter. Hit us up on Instagram. What is it?
TTCL pod.
TTCL.
Yeah, hit us up there.
Pod.
I'm also gonna put in the show notes a link to the iTunes, to our Apple Podcast page, where you can subscribe and leave us a 5-star review. So whatever device you're listening on, at the end of the show, go to the show notes, click the link, and subscribe and leave us a 5-star review and get notified every time we put out new episodes. So hey, this is episode 5. This is gonna be the last episode we're gonna put out before it gets put out to the public.
Yes.
So
We're gonna be
if
putting
you
out.
made it through all 5 and you're still listening, Mike and I thank you guys so much for hanging around. And now you have to wait a week if you binged all these episodes. So now you have to wait a week. So these episodes could be coming out every Monday morning for you guys, something to jumpstart your week. shake off those weekend blues or whatever, and get the week going. So all positive things.
Yes, absolutely. Support is free, guy. Give us your free support. 5 stars is free. We're not asking for money. We're not asking for nothing. We just want you to listen, and hopefully we get you. Hopefully we get you thinking about something different, something fun.
Yeah.
Some kind of entertainment to give you guys, maybe a new perspective or something fun to go to work and talk about.
Right, and leaving the 5-star review, hitting the 5 stars, and leaving a review and subscribing, it helps us out actually, get up the ranks of the iTunes charts, and to hopefully maybe hit that new and noteworthy page, the head page of the new and noteworthy podcast. That would be awesome to see our names up there behind some pretty big things. So if you guys like it, please hit that for us. So
hit it.
All right, guys, that's it. We'll see you guys next week. Follow us on all your social media stuff. Peace.
Peace.